Hello, in this video tutorial we will show you the spectrum analysis tools inside the IC software. So go to the IC software and in the main screen on the left side you have your tree structure. Select the point of interest, select measurements, select the measurement you want to analyze, and automatically you will see the measurement in velocity spectrum, acceleration spectrum and the waveform. For example, if you want to analyze the spectrum, velocity spectrum more in detail, click Detail, click this icon, and now you have 14 analysis tools icons available. We will go over those icons one by one. The first icon is the E-mark point mode. So when I activate that and I move the cursor to a peak and I click on it, you will see there is now an information that is telling what is the amplitude and the frequency of this peak. When I go to another peak, I have now the information of the peak here. The small r is always to reset the original spectrum, so I have an empty spectrum again. I'm gonna put a label on the high peak here, and now when I go to the mark delta mode and I click here, you have an additional line here that is telling you that the delta frequency between those two peaks 70 Hz is. I refresh and I select this peak again and I select sideband. Now when I click on this one, you see there are now two boxes with two information lines. This is the sideband on the left and on the right side of the center frequency. I clean the plot, I mark the peak again, I activate the delta mode again, so the delta information is now here. If you want to remove everything, of course you can always use a small r. If you only want to deactivate the delta mode, you can also type the capital A. X is an automatic harmonic family finder, and he's looking over the spectra to all the harmonic families and he's showing them one by one in a kind of a cycle, so you can toggle over all your harmonic families. With capital X you deactivate this feature. I clean the plot completely and I install a cursor now here. Okay, when you click on Z find peak, small z, he will look for the highest peak in the neighborhood, and as you see automatically he jumped to this frequency. So the small z is explained, but there is also a capital Z. What is a capital Z? When I click on capital Z, you can specify a value. Well, the value is a kind of a number of digital lines. In this case you see 100. That means if you had your cursor here before at this location and you click find peak Z, you will look for the highest peak in 100 digital lines in a neighborhood and he will go to the highest peak in that region. However, find peak, if you put a lower number and you do the same Z function here, he will look to the highest peak somewhere in a range of 10 digital lines. With plus you can scroll your cursor to the right. With the minus symbol you can scroll your cursor to the left. R is already explained as clean plot. Capital R I will first add two marks So if you click minus R, you will clean everything. If you click capital R, you will only clean the last added mark. C is to see harmonics or non-harmonics. So if you have the harmonic family finder, if you click C, you only see the fundamental. If you click C again, you also see the harmonic. And a capital Z, C, I first have to put the cursor somewhere, so I will use the mark mode. I put the cursor here, and when you click now custom frequency, you see the harmonics of this frequency. We are now at the end of this video tutorial. For more information, please visit our website at www.icareweb.com or send an email to one of the addresses you can see on this screen. Thank you for watching this tutorial.